folks. How we doing? Um, Hi Simon, I can see you're here. We've been chatting away in the chat just before I went live there. So yeah, I can answer you by speaking now rather than typing. But yeah, I'll send you a message. I'll glide you over the weekend and we can plan it because that would be really good. I enjoyed it last time. We can chat about what we want to talk about. Um, I'm actually glad you're here, Simon, because there's something I wanted to tell you. So our friend Mitchell's over just now, and I came home from piano, and he said to me, "What is your all-time favourite club song?" And thinking off the top of my head, I just went, "Oh well, Titanium by David Guetta and Sia. Like, that's my kind of a favourite song, like favourite all-round song." And it's a pretty decent club song. So that was like the first one that came to my head. So I was like, Titanium. I was like, why? What's yours? And he said, it really made me chuckle. He said, Hung Up by Madonna. I was like, what, what a lot of shite. Um, but he's very much defending Madonna and his choice of song. But I thought, I know exactly who will appreciate that. So I was like, I hope Simon's here so I can tell him. Uh, I did get his permission to slag him off live on YouTube. I don't think he minds. And there's only 6 people watching right now, so we're all good. Only 6 people heard me. Anyway, um, unsubscribed. I know. I just don't. I mean, there's some songs by Madonna that I really like. Vogue, absolutely fantastic. In fact, if I was to pick a song that would be good in a club, it would be Vogue, probably. But I don't know. I don't. Hung Up was nothing against it. I just don't. I don't know. Anyway, the less said, the better. How are we all doing? What are we drinking? How's our week's been? What's been happening? Um, let's see. Jennifer, see hi Jennifer. How are you doing? You doing all right? Have you had a good week? Are we all happy that it's Thursday? I've got the lovely Debbie from Aquarius Owl. Hey Debbie, how are you? It's lovely to see you. I got the nine of wands randomly sitting out on the table, and it's not the happiest card to be sitting just randomly sitting there for no reason. So we're going to stick them back in the deck. Um, yeah. Anyway, hopefully the notification will go out soon, and we'll get more friends. Um, I am setting up my phone. Did I tell you I got a new phone? I got a new phone a couple of weekends ago. So it's ideal now because my old phone I still use as the table camera, connected to my OBS. It means my phone, my actual phone that I use now is free to be used to like check Facebook messages and Instagram messages. It also means I don't know if you remember when I was doing the thing for Ukraine, um, and donations were going to my PayPal. My all of my two-factor authentication comes to my phone. So because my phone at that time was out of action, I wasn't able to get into things. That was really awkward. Whereas we won't have that problem now. Not that I plan on using PayPal for anything. That was a one-off. But yeah. So got a new phone. So it's the fold phone. I'll show you. I'm showcasing my phone now because apparently I've got nothing interesting to talk about. It's one of these ones that does that. Quite cool. No face detected. It doesn't recognise me though. Apparently my face changes. Um, but yeah, quite pleased with it. Now let me get back. There we go. Right. So what are you guys saying? What's your chat? I can see that we have Mr. Benjamin is here saying sounds like you're hung up on Madonna to me, Chris. It's lovely to see you, Ben. How are you doing? Are you having a good week? Uh, Amy the Grey's here. Hi, Amy. How are you? Um, yeah, I wanted to. I've been thinking a lot this week about Rachel Pollock. Um, those of you that were there on Monday, so the bank holiday Monday, I decided to go live and do some readings to encourage donations to the GoFundMe that Patricia Nolan and Zoe Mathock have set up to raise funds for Rachel's home care that may well be needed. Um, I'm going to put a link to the GoFundMe in the chat just now. I'm not doing the same thing here, by the way, but I wanted to put a link in just whilst we're chatting, just so that it's there, and if people want to donate, they can go and donate and stuff. Um, Tarot Diva Ellie is here. Hi, Ellie. How are you? So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about Rachel. I've been watching. I got my Shining Tribe deck. In fact, that's sitting through in the bedroom just now because I've been kind of reading the book at night. Looking through the deck, reading the book. I have been. I was reading a Rachel Pollock novel anyway. In fact, where is that? I think that's in Mother Bag. Um, But I've been watching YouTube stuff as well. There's lots and lots of YouTube videos that she's done over the years, like appeared on people's channels and stuff, and did interviews and talked about various things. Um, and like I said this before, but it really is true. Like you can see, like from all of the stuff that she does, like she's such a kind soul. Like she kind of a you can she's very obliging to people asking her to come on and interview and do stuff. So yeah, um, and it got me thinking, like, what are some of my favourite things that I've either read or that I've learned from her, and stuff like that. Before I went in for my piano lesson, I'm always there about 10 minutes early, and I was sitting in the car and I was watching her interview that she did with Justin, and it's the Titans of the Tarot interview, the first one that she did with him. Um, and obviously really, really good. I'm actually partway through it, so I've got something to watch later on. Um, but she talks about her spread technique, where she forms the spread out of what the querent says. Um, I'm conscious I don't want to. I know I'm mid conversation, but I also don't want to ignore the chat. So I might do this, but I'm darting in and out of what I was saying and what you guys are saying, so don't mind me. Um, oh, I chose not to respond to a Madge comment. What was the Madge comment? The hung up on you. I read it out at least. Um, let's see. So I said hi to Emmy and Ellie. V Kestrel's here. Hi V, how are you doing? Oh, that's a lovely wee dog that you've got in your profile picture that I'm just becoming cognizant of. Um, like the lady doth protest too much. Excuse me. uh, Enjoyed the live with you and Robin the other day. I didn't even know yous were live. I need to go back and watch that. Whose channel was it on? Was it on Robin's or yours, Ben? Um, yeah, it's the Madonna folk headset. That's true. I alright, the pair of you. Stop slagging me off. Leave me alone. Um, Ellie says, I must say I haven't read a lot of tarot books in general. I did start in one of Rachel's books though. Yeah. Keep expecting him to start performing hanky panky with the headset. Well, don't worry, that's not going to be happening. Jones is here. Hi, Jones. Hey, everyone. Rachel convinced me that rephrasing a tarot reading question can be a bit rude. Do you know, that is so funny that you say that because you know how I was just saying that I was watching her interview with Justin in the car before my lesson? Well, that was what I was watching in the car. It's when she was talking about like questions and stuff and how she used to be in the camp of like trying to some questions she would try and rephrase into the form of like a what's a sensible question to ask the cards or whatever. I can't remember the word she used. Um, but then she thought, well, who the hell am I to do that? That's exactly what I was watching. I don't know if it's the same place or she's maybe said it in different places. But yeah, definitely agree with you there. Um, That's for his OnlyFans account. What, hanky panky? Amy says tough crowd today. Hi Laurie, how are you? Um, Jennifer says I have her Shining Tribe book and card deck in my cart as we speak. Been thinking so often of her and sending healing energy to her. Yeah, yeah. I think that I'm the same. I've been thinking about her all week. Um, I mean this like from the heart when I say it, right? I know I've said it before, and it sounds like one of those things that you just say because you're being nice or because you're being enthusiastic about something, but I genuinely mean this. I could watch Rachel Pollock talking about anything and find it interesting. She could be talking about paint drying. Honestly, like I've watched videos where she's talked about, you know, comic books that she's written, and because she does the Doom Patrol stuff. I'm not a comic book person. Um, I like the DC universe and I watch films and stuff, but I'm not a comic person. But I will listen to her talking about that. I kind of interested in fountain pens. I've got a few, um, but it's not like a passion of mine or anything. But she's done a video where she talks about fountain pens. Amazing, love it. Um, there's a video where she talks about. I think the video's titled something like transgender magic in the tarot or something. Um, Absolutely love that. She's just one of the most interesting people to me. So yeah, anyway, I'm just gushing. Um, let's see, Jennifer, Rebecca, I think it's a great idea that you're making it possible for people to donate to our care. Yeah, I mean, it's our friend is Pat Nolan has set up the GoFundMe. I'm just sharing it so you guys can see it. In fact, I was going to pin it before and I got distracted. So let's pin that message so as it appears at the top of the chat. And you guys can dismiss it just whenever you want to. Uh, Hope many saw the update that Mary Greer posted earlier in the week about having spoken with her and possible next step is out of ICU and into a rehab facility. Right, okay, I didn't see Mary Greer had posted an update, no. But I know that Zoe posted something in Tara on the Hudson. And it was kind of a to do with that stuff. Um, Fountain pen video, you say, yeah, Simon. Have I not posted that? Have I not like told you about this before? I'll find it for you and I will post it. I'll put it in the chat because it's one of my favourite ones to watch. Let's see. There it's there. Behind the Magic with Rachel Pollock, a freedom-loving adventurer. So I want to share this. Stick it in here. Did you know she wrote a guidebook for the Dali Tarot? No, I didn't know that. I know that she's written various guidebooks. The Brady Tarot, Crystal Skull Tarot, the Heindel Tarot. I've got both of the guidebooks for that. In fact, you can see them here. Um, Yeah, she's just fantastic. But I was talking about the spread technique, wasn't I? So, um, hi Greg, how are you doing? Uh, hey Chris and the crew, long time no see. I believe we're going to talk about paint drying tonight. Sounds exciting enough to me. No, I was saying that I could listen to Rachel Pollock talking about paint drying and find it interesting. Um, I was talking about the spread technique where she forms the spread just from what the querent says. So, um, the like if someone comes there and says, uh, I've been doing this course at uni for 2 years now, and I'm starting to, you know, I don't really feel the magic with it anymore. I'm looking for a bit of direction as to how to go forwards. So there's like three main statements there. You know, been doing course at uni for 2 years. One statement. Um, starting to, how would you put that? Not lose the magic, but you're like not enjoying it as much. Do you know what I mean? That's the point. Like it's lost its mojo for you. You don't feel connected to it anymore. So there's statement two, and then the third one. I'm looking for some direction, some steer as to what to do next. And then it's for each statement you pull three cards and you read for it. Um, and it's just a really interesting way to read for questions for people. Um, but yeah, that's one of my favorite things that and I love doing it. Like not just with real questions for people, but also like, you can make up scenarios in your head. Like I just done one, not very eloquently, but you can make up all sorts of things. Do you know what I mean? Um, about career, study, love life, marriage, all sorts. Um, but yeah, add to watch later, says Simon. Yeah, definitely give it a watch. It's pretty good. And you're very welcome. Jennifer says, oh sorry, Jones says, oh you're talking to Jennifer. About 28 years ago, I was foolish and bought a limited edition version of it. Limited edition version of what? Oh, for the Dali Tarot. I've not got the Dali Tarot. And do you know, I can't bring to mind what it looks like. Is that bad? I know it's one of the kind of it's one of the popular ones, isn't it? One of the standard ones. I don't know why that's sitting there. Do you know that? Hmm, it's weird. I saw that in the camera there. I don't know why that was sitting there. Love 78 Degrees of Wisdom. Yep, absolutely. Um, I wasn't sure what the connection was, but I did see something about it when I was reading some stuff about her, says Rebecca. No, Jennifer. I'm really sorry. Let's see. Yeah, 78 Degrees is such an impactful book. It absolutely is. Has everyone listened to the audiobook? Because that's actually pretty decent as well. I quite like the narrator who's doing it. And there's an interview with Rachel at the end of that. In fact, I should go back and give that a listen, shouldn't I? It's one of the only books I can read again and again. Um, she was asked to write one, but didn't get anything from the Dali, says Jones. Uh, Black box, gold font. Your version is. I'll need to check it out. Is it is it a good one, Simon? Is it one you would recommend, or like what kind? Is it a Smithway or is it a Marseille or just none of the above? Jones hasn't read 78 Degrees for a while. Simon can't do audiobooks. See, I'm better with audiobooks than I am with normal books. Because with audiobooks, you can listen to them whilst you're on the go, whilst you're doing the dishes or whilst you're out walking or whatever. Whereas with normal books, you've kind of that's you. You're more or less stuck reading. Although I did used to read when I was travelling to work, before I drove. Um, so that was alright. But yeah, no, I do prefer the audiobooks just because it's so versatile. Um, do you have a favourite book of Rachel's, Chris? I love 78 Degrees of Wisdom. I really like I love when she does guidebooks. So see like the Crystal Skull and Brady. I love the guidebooks for them. I don't I don't know if it's just the fact that Rachel's written them, but it's just I, d- I suppose those particular decks lend themselves quite well. Um, just the way that she goes into detail and describes, like Crystal Skull Tarot, obviously you're talking about the different crystals, the different stones and their meanings and how they fit into the cards and stuff. And the way that Rachel writes about that and fits it in, and she's a storyteller as well. So usually every now and then you'll get a wee, I once did a reading for such and such, and I love that. Um, I also love that Soul Forest book. This one, I've talked about this before. This is a fantastic book. I really like this. I don't know if I would say I like it better than 78 Degrees. And it's not like a book that tells you what all the individual cards mean. But it's just like kind of a short stories on like different, like some of them are interviews that she's done. A lot of them are readings that she's done with her deck, the Shining Tribe. So like this one, for example, is a reading that she's done. Uh, And there was one where she's done a reading on like some really kind of a fascinating topics, like what is the soul and things like that. Um, so ignorance and knowledge, a tarot reading, and the different questions that she's pulled cards for are: what are the benefits of ignorance? What are the drawbacks of ignorance? What are the benefits of knowledge? What are the drawbacks of knowledge? And how might we synthesize the two? Um, And that was the reading that she's done, and then, she talks about the cards that she's pulled. Um, and see, because it's like, each kind of a wee section is a couple of pages, and then you're onto something completely kind of a different. Um, yeah, I just this book's got a special place in my heart, so it has. Um, let's see, just spent an Audible credit on it. On the audiobook, brilliant, absolutely worth it, I would say. Um, It's okay, but not one that I reach for, says Simon. Is this Soul Forest? Uh, are you talking about Crystal Skull Tarot or Brady Tarot? Robbie's here. Robbie's my best friend in real life. I'll say that, my real life friend. Friend. Why don't you just read the book to us, Chris? I'll happily sit and listen to you read away. That's a wee shame. Robbie's not feeling well, neither he is. Um, Uh, I mean, I'm not reading the whole book, obviously. I wouldn't have any objection to reading some of it, but then I don't know, is there anything that would lend itself well to be read out that isn't too long? Ugh, nah, no, we won't do that. Um, I don't think that would be enjoyable for the collective. um, these are all agreeing. You don't want to sit and listen to me fumbling over words, and no, we don't want that. Jennifer says, I'm fairly new to tarot, less than a few years. I had a tarot deck for many years. but really started getting into it around 2019. A lot of times I learn about these amazing writers and creators under circumstances where they've been talked about because of what's happening in their lives, whether it's good or bad. Yeah, I absolutely. I think I'm the same, to be honest with you, in terms of the information that comes into my sphere of consciousness. It's usually because something big's happening. Um, my favourite is Forest of Souls, which is back in print next month. It is indeed. It's on, it's on Amazon, so it is. I just hit the keyboard by accident and I took that comment off. Um, yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it on Amazon. I'm kind of against pre-ordering stuff, to be honest with you, on Amazon, because what tends to happen to me anyway is it will like go out of print and I won't get it. Um, so I don't know. I might make an exception though for Forest of Souls. Uh, Ange is here. Hi, Ange. How are you? You doing okay? He says she has such a rich imagination, but also a clear communication style. She's amazing. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Dali. Sorry, of course, because I asked you about it. Sorry, Simon. Yeah. Robbie, I don't think you were here at the start. I don't even know if you're still here now, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I was telling all of them. So, um, Mitchell's over and he asked me when I came home from piano. He says, "What's your all-time favorite club song?" And from the top of my head, I thought, well, "Titanium" by David Guetta and Sia, because that's like one of my all-time favorite songs, like, all-round favorite songs. I said, "How? What's yours?" And he said, "Hung Up" by Madonna. Um, it gave me a chuckle because I don't think Hung Up's all that good, but he strongly disagrees. But you need to get him to help. Anyway, Jennifer says, I do have 78 Degrees, but haven't read through it yet. One of the first books that I bought. Yeah, it's a good one. So it is. It's pretty deep. So it is. It's for me, it's not a no, it is a cover to cover because I kind of read it all in order and listened to it all in order, but it's it's deep and I can't read too much of it at one time. Well, I could, but I wouldn't be taking a lot of the stuff in. So yeah, it's fantastic. So it is. Yeah. Oh, it's Ange's birthday. Happy birthday, Ange. Big 40 today. Oh, definitely happy birthday then. So have you been spoiled? What did you get? Did you get any new tarot decks for your birthday? And what are your plans for the big day? Ben prefers Book Depository over Amazon now for pre-orders. Yeah, my only issue with Book Depository is how long they take to deliver. But then I suppose with Amazon, um, they take quite long as well when they cancel your order because they say they don't have it in stock, which is annoying. Yes, Ben, I agree. I've actually been switching all my links in my videos to Book Depository links versus Amazon. Robbie's saying, so no more movie nights with Mitchell. Taylor Swift supremacy for me. But not a club vibe, I guess. Um, what's everyone here's all-time favourite club song? Like a proper clubbing song that gets you going. What's your favourite? So, yeah, I was chatting about Rachel. Um, Again, there's a link pinned to the chat. for the GoFundMe. Rachel has been treated for cancer and um, was in the is in the ICU, but is looking at well, we were looking at potentially getting home and needing home care, but I think you guys said that Mary Greer had posted an update saying that they were looking at potentially a rehab facility. But either way, the GoFundMe is to raise, the money needed to pay for that treatment. So if anyone here hasn't seen it yet and maybe, has a spare dollar to wants to donate to it, then, the link is there. Um, so yeah, let's see. Right, here come the songs. Sam says, hung up. Fuck off. uh, Rhythm as a Dancer, Totally by Snap. Love it. Brilliant song. Insomnia. Yeah, I can see that as well. Yep, brilliant song. Um, the disco version of My Heart Will Go On, says Jones. I'll need to give that a listen. Um, uh, I've probably heard it before, but not in a very long time, so I'll give it a listen at some point. Uh, Joe, showing you? No, I don't think you're showing your age at all. Well, Rhythm is a Dancer was before my time, but it's still a classic. Um, see, yep, Ange got spoiled. Just was out shopping and out to eat. Cheesecake waiting for me at home. I posted a pic of some of my haul on Instagram. Mysteries of Mary Tarot and the Boo Tarot are decks that I got. Oh, that sounds amazing. Well done, you. Um, anything from Faithless, says Joe. Uh, Snap V. What did you say? Oh, Insomnia and Insomnia, right, okay. Robbie says Out Out by Charlie XCX, currently a favourite. Um, see, we're all showing our old age. Robbie's showing his young age. Um, YMCA says Ben. Let's see. He's getting flashbacks. Can't get enough of your love by Kim Wilde. Says Greg. Most songs by Snap, to be fair. Yeah, The Power. That's another one I can think of. That's pretty good as well. Although I don't know if I would say it's a proper club song. Um, I was gifted items from Tanjay, and there was one of her very own handmade National Geographic Oracle decks, which I've really been enjoying. Uh, Thanks for the wishes. All just popped in to say hi. Well, it's lovely to see you. But Robbie also loves "Feel Like a Woman" by Shania. Oh man, I feel like a woman. Yeah, that's on my playlist. Charlie XCX, not so much, but yeah, definitely some Shania Twain is going straight in my basket. Let's see, update part one from Mary. Oh, Jones is forwarding it on for us. So I just spoke to Rachel. She's over the immediate crisis and will be going to a rehab centre for round the clock care until she can go home. She was cheerful and full of stories. Um, oh, right, and then your answer, right, and then you're answering the question about the club hat, right? Okay. Um, so everything from everything from Life on the Other Side to the Netflix Korean hit Extraordinary Attorney. No, you're not. Hang on. Oh, the story, right? Right. Okay, I've got you. Stories, everything from Life on the Other Side to the Netflix Korean hit Extra. Extraordinary Attorney. Right, that's the stories that she was taught. Oh my goodness. I think it's nearly bedtime for me. It was so good to talk to her. Right, end of update. Sorry. I thought what was happening because I was looking at that and I was like, they look like songs. And then I was like, oh, maybe he's answering the songs thing. Anyway, It's My Life by Dr. Alban, says Simon. Happy birthday to Ange. Um, yeah, yeah, I'd stick by Titanium. Titanium is such an amazing all-round song. It's probably, if you were to make me pick one favourite song, that would be it, I think. It just never gets old. That's the thing about songs for me. I love music, but songs get pretty old, because when I love a song, I'll play it over and over again, and I sicken myself of it. But Titanium is one song that I've never been able to sicken myself of. So I think that's got to be my favourite. Um, I think he's thinking of Madonna music, which is why he's stumbling. No, I wasn't thinking of Madonna music. Don't you worry. Um, oh, Richie is here. Hi, Richie. How you doing? Um, I popped in for a wee bit of your live earlier on, which I really enjoyed. And then, oh, the weirdest thing happened, by the way. So I was watching, I kind of had your live to the side while I was working, and then someone says, "Are you free? Can I give you a quick call?" So I like paused that or something, closed my phone, and sat it down. And then I was on a call with this person, and all of a sudden, YouTube started going on my phone, but it was like a Graham Norton thing. And I was like, what's that noise? And it was like Graham Norton came up on YouTube on my phone, and like the person I was speaking to heard it, and they were like, "What is that?" I'm glad it was that, and it wasn't something dodgy that just randomly came on my phone because that was completely dodgy. I wasn't. I was watching Richie. I wasn't watching any Graham Norton, so I don't know where that came from. Um, Simon says David Guetta. Uh, yeah, Titanium by David Guetta and Sia. Eh, Is this the pre or post auto-tune Madonna? Uh, I'm good, Chris, thanks. When are we doing a round table? Oh, I know, by the way. I know. When apparently I've got an unstable internet connection, so we'll keep our eye on it. Just let me know if it goes bad. It's stopped, the wee symbol's gone away, so I'm hoping it's okay now. Um I just gave it a Google, I knew it. Right, okay. Oh, you didn't know what song I was meaning, right, got you. Ah, it's a classic, it's brilliant. The video for it's quite good as well. This has happened to me a few times. I randomly hear Gerald speaking in the middle of the night. Ah, Gerald, what's he like? Ah, well, he likes folk, so pre-auto, I would say. Aye, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna slag off Madonna too much because I know that certain people feel very passionate about art and don't want me to. So, um, right, what was I talking about? I was talking about songs, but I came to the end of that. So, back onto what I was talking about before, I was talking about Rachel and stuff like that. So, what's everyone else's kind of a favourite book or lesson or like think of something to do with Rachel Pollock, and what's your favourite? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? What was the favourite thing that you've learned from watching her or reading her or listening to her? Or what's your favourite book by her? Um, that spread is definitely one of the things that comes to my mind. Was talking about favourite books. That Soul Forest book is right up there, along with 78 Degrees. I'm reading a book just now. Oh, damn it, I forget the title of it. That's terrible. Uh, it's annoying because the title's quite random. It might come back to me. I'll let you know if I know if I remember. But I'm reading one of her novels just now, and it's really good. It's about a guy called Jack Spade. I think that's his name. And he's like well, I won't go into it, but yeah, I've only just started reading it, but it's good. Let's see. Heck, she may be an elder now, Jones, but she looks bloody younger than me. So she does. She looks great. I'll give her that. So I don't really know if we can call her an elder if she looks about 20. Richie says generosity. When I see her talking, she's so generous with her time and sharing ideas with everyone, regardless of how long they've been doing tarot. Yeah, I completely agree. And yeah, I was kind of trying to get at that earlier on, but I couldn't find the words to say what I meant. But yeah, she is. She's very generous. She's a very kind of a giving person. Um, Completely agree. Nicole says tarot wisdom is underrated. Thank you very much. The Fisher King. That's the one, Jones. Thank you. Um, I don't know. It's maybe around about me. Nah, it's not. But yeah, and obviously our Shining Tribe deck as well is pretty amazing. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, she's had another. Oh, Madonna. She's had another facelift recently. Marginal Rachel. Yeah. Um, I really loved the interview that she did with Justin. Yeah, they both her interviews were really good actually. There was the Titans of the Tarot one, and then the one where she was talking about 78 Degrees of Wisdom after it came out on audiobook was really good. But yeah, I agree. Whilst we're chatting away, does anyone want a reading? I've got a deck of cards here, and I'm in the mood to read some cards. Laurie, YouTube had an update recently. My autoplay is always turned off. Suddenly it was on and playing really random stuff, and they moved the button. Ah, okay, right. Maybe that is what. Um, Maybe that's what happened to me earlier on when Graham Norton suddenly started shouting at me when I was doing my referral. Um, Robbie says yes. I got Robbie a tarot deck, folks. So Robbie can pull his own cards now. I'm not saying he has to. I'll of course read for him, but yeah, we were reading some cards together on Sunday when Robbie was over, weren't we? Which was fun. So have you got a question, Robbie? Question for the cards. Um, Robbie, let me know, stick in the comments if you've got a particular question you want me to answer. Um, and he just doesn't have a clue about them unless he reviews the book yet. No, but that's fine. That's where we all start. So don't worry about it. Uh, right. I will answer this and then I'll come back and do Richie's question. And if anyone else wants a reading, then please pop your question in the chat. So Robbie wants to know, how's my night out going to go on Saturday? Any cute boys? Two swords popped out, blindfold. What does that mean? There may well be, but something's stopping you from seeing them. Um, just make sure that you're. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's just pull some cards. Okay. Okay, we appear to have a black screen. Right. Bear with me just a wee second, folks. I'm going to have to try and fix this. So you are seeing a completely black screen right now. That's fine. It's because I'm trying to fix it on my phone. There we go. We're back in business. Okay. So night out on Saturday. The advice and it's very pentacly, isn't it? It's very kind of a business as usual for like a weekend night out is what strikes me about it. Um, yeah, what do we even think about this? So we've got the Six of Coin or the Six of Pentacles as the situation. We've got the advice card as the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles is the kind of the outcome card. Now, I, this doesn't feel like a night out situation, and I almost feel as though, Robbie, you're getting yourself into one of those situations that you always find yourself in, where you're looking after people. That's what this probably says to me. Um, the Knight of Swords. So I'm always telling you that you've got a razor sharp tongue. Um, in terms of your ability to like argue with people and speak to people and getting your point across with your words. Um, you might find yourself using that particular proclivity on Saturday. Um, and I mean, the Eight of Pentacles is saying there's nothing bad. It's not going to turn out to be a bad night, but there's nothing particularly productive coming out of it either, I don't think. It just feels very much like you know, you you're coming out of it the same as you went into it. Um, all feels dead serious, and it doesn't really feel like a kind of a going out to enjoy myself and let loose after a long week of work. But also, I know you've not been feeling great either. So just try and let your hair down a wee bit and relax and enjoy yourself and have a few drinks and just enjoy it and try not to let it become a night that's too serious, if that makes sense. Your question about any cute boys, the Two of Swords, I don't know if it's still kicking about here, that flew out of the deck. Is it on there? Yeah. But Do you see how she's blindfolded? So the Two of Swords is kind of a like a stalemate situation, and that's why she's blindfolded because she can't see the way forward. But in answer to your question, it's like, yeah, there may well be cute boys about, but you're not seeing them. And I think it's because you're too busy dealing with this situation. Whatever the situation is, we both know what you're like, Robbie. You're going to end up looking after somebody. It's, you're being caught up in that is stopping you from being able to enjoy yourself and from being able to kind of just kind of a connect with who's out there. So take that as you will. I hope that it's helpful for you. You can let me know if it ends up being true. I'm sure I'll hear about it one way or the other. And just try and bear it in mind. You might be able to kind of now that we've had this conversation and we've said this, maybe it will spark a bit of a different attitude from you. Uh, I've just seen this. So I have to be blindfolded by the well, that could be a way to interpret it. Um, Richie says, "Can I have a reading for going back to work, please?" Of course you can. Okay, we're going to do a wee ruffle shuffle just to. I'm feeling quite enthusiastic about it, Richard. The Sun and the Page of Wands just popped out. I know that's probably because it's a new start after a summer holiday. It's probably they're being quite literal with me. But if we also kind of look a wee bit deeper into what their meanings are, we're feeling good, we're feeling enthusiastic, we're feeling energized, kind of a going into a new year. Um, let's do the Zoe spread. So we're going to do, let's see, one card for the situation. Ten of Pentacles. For me, this is a big card about passing down knowledge. Okay. I know we normally associate it with like a strong family foundation, a strong home, um, all of that stuff. But equally, it's about passing things down from one generation to the other. In the Deviant Moon, it shows I think it's like a parent teaching their child how to play a game, how to play chess or something. That for me has become a big thing of the Ten of Pentacles because the tens are about renewal of the cycle. It's about passing things on, that security. It's about passing that down from one generation to the other. All right. Now that might be about, providing an income for them or providing a stable home for them, which is maybe what we're seeing here. But also the lessons that we learn, it's about passing that down as well. Okay. So this is very apt for the situation, I think. Now, the next card is telling you bad idea, don't do this. This is what not to do. Okay. Get the, don't kill anybody on your first day back, Richie. Okay? Don't wring anybody's neck. Just keep a cool head. It's all going to be fine. They might be annoying wee shits sometimes, but everything's going to be okay. What to do? Think of all the potential. Okay, so you're right at the start of a new year. You can basically do what you want. You can write how this year turns out is really it's like a kind of a the world is your oyster type situation, right? Plan things out. Make sure you get your lesson plans done and stuff like that. Because for me, this is a big card about strategizing and planning and putting in place a plan for what you intend to do, setting intentions. Um, so make sure that you're doing all that kind of stuff. Um, go, use the stuff that you've done the years before. All right, so lesson plans and stuff like that. You don't need to start everything from scratch. So it's not a complete overhaul. Make life easy for yourself. Like the Ten of Pentacles is saying, renewal of the cycle, recycle, use the stuff that you've got and only tweak it, where you have to. Don't give yourself extra work or anything like that. It's about working smart, work smarter, don't work harder. That type of message is what I'm seeing here. Don't just start everything from scratch, which is maybe what the death is trying to say in the don't do this position. But definitely, like, there's lots to appreciate, and the fact that there's so much potential there, with that Two of Wands. And we see the guy, he's kind of a surveying the potential. He's surveying the land and looking at everywhere that he can go, everything that he can do, all of the opportunities that he's got. So definitely feeling really, really good about this new year for you. Um, and yeah, I hope that it goes well. When is it you're going back to work? Is it Monday, or it's usually like midweek or something, isn't it? That was about Robbie reading. I don't want to comment, but don't take your wallet out. Uh, have a night on the tiles, says Ben. I'm feeling enthusiastic actually, says Richie. Um, well, for the first day at least. Is it just one day, Richie, or are you working over the weekend? It's just one day. Nice way to ease yourself back. Emmy is off for the drive home. Take care, everyone. See you later, Emmy. Have a safe drive home. I am the elder of the department too. Um, this makes good sense. That's my mantra for the year. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. Tomorrow, but with students on Monday. All right, okay, cool. So you tomorrow, I take it you'll have lots of time for that kind of a planning stuff then, eh? Exciting. Okay. Did anyone else have a question? I don't think I missed anyone, did I? Was it just Robbie and Richie? Um, Ellie says it's 10:45 here and I have to get up early, so I'll love you and leave you. My friends, have a lovely rest of your night. Have a good sleep, Ellie. It's what time is it here? That right? Okay, so 9:45 when you said that for me. Um, okay. Well, it's only 10 o'clock. It's earlier than it usually is when we finish up. But if there's no more readings and people are off to bed and driving home and stuff, then we can maybe call it a night if you want. Um, I can go finish watching my Rachel interview with Justin. Uh, and yeah, I might pull I might pull some cards for I might pull a card for the weekend before we go. Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, Liz has just popped in. Hi, Liz. I was just finishing up, Liz, because yeah, but the chat's dying down and we don't seem to have any more readings. So yeah, I'm maybe going to head off and chill out and watch some YouTube or something. Yeah, Robbie says go cuddle up and watch Netflix. Um, yeah, let's see. Let's pull a card then for the week ahead, or for the weekend ahead. Sorry, for everyone. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one. Page of Pentacles. Um, okay, so Page of Pentacles is our message for the weekend. So to me, this is someone who's potentially doesn't have much, but they can make the whole wide world out of the little that they have. All right. This is someone who's eager to learn and pick up new skills. This is someone who's not afraid to get their hands dirty and kind of a get in and amongst things. And when we say learn new skills, I often say the same about the Page of Swords, but for the Page of Swords, I'm thinking more learning intellectual stuff, learning how things work. The Page of Pentacles doesn't care how things, so when they don't care how things work, they just care that it actually works. So the Page of Swords might think, right, when I turn that switch, how does that light come on up there? And they'll want to understand the physics behind it and all that. Whereas the Page of Pentacles will maybe want to understand from a point of view of he want to be able to fix it if it goes wrong, but he doesn't really care about the ins and outs of it. You know, he only wants to know what he needs to know, and in order to be practical. And that's that's where I'm going with this. Let's think about being practical, all right? Um, all of the pages bring a certain amount of enthusiasm to what they do. Okay, so and also they all represent a kind of a dive into something new, some sort of new beginning. The pages are students, they're learners, they're initiates, and they all kind of a talk of a time of doing something new, learning something new, or being in some sort of new situation. So, whatever this something new is for us this weekend, let's approach it with enthusiasm. Let's not be scared to get our hands dirty. Let's get in and amongst it and get interested in how it works. And I've got flies flying about me. Um, and do you see how how kind of a focused he is on his pentacle, on his element? All right. Now, some might look at that and think he's maybe a bit too focused, and that's, I suppose, something that we can all bear in mind. Let's not get too honed in on one small part of what's going on, one tiny detail. We sometimes need to remember to have the maturity to step back and see the bigger picture. It's not all about, in this case, his money. It's not all about the money. It's not all about that one tiny detail. We need to remember that to kind of see the bigger picture sometimes. So that's sometimes a message that we have here as well. And with that really higgledy piggledy stream of consciousness, I'm gonna leave it. Um, uh, okay, Simon says back had a call. Simon, I think I'm just finishing up. I think we're more or less done for the evening. But I hope that your call went okay. And Liz said Satan. Is that a is that a joke that I just don't get? I think I actually did somebody call somebody Satan or something? Um, I thought you were listening to Hung Up, Simon says Ben. He's off listening to Madonna. He's turned me off. As soon as I started hating on Madonna, he turned the volume down on me and turned the volume up on Madonna. Um, you're so welcome, Jennifer. Thank you very much for being here. Simon with his pens. That is a nasty spelling mistake waiting to happen. Is it not? Si- Simon with his pens is Satan. It's a term of affection. That's fine. Uh, funny. Thanks. You can go finish off Graham Norton now, so to speak. Night all, says Greg. Good night, Greg. I will do that. Um, I can't even see that comment. It must have been held for review. No, I don't know if it appears on my list here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can't see it here either. Um, well, yeah, that made me laugh. Okay, right. I'm going to stop umming and ahhing, and I'll love yous all and leave yous. Have an amazing weekend and rest of your evening. Uh, and I shall see you all later. And check out Rachel Pollock. Bye all.